Hi.
I had to
Buddy, my
remind
name is
him.
Markiplier, and today we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
King Toad.
Yes.
Sup?
Okay,
I'm not dead.
so this is Hackcast 6. You may have noticed that there wasn't a Hackcast last week. It's because no one was available. Literally no one.
I was busy, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, and everyone that it invited was not there at the time. To be fair, everyone had good reasons to not be there, but they were still not there.
I don't know if mine was a good reason, but it was a reason.
It was a better reason than Mario Party.
That's true.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Take that.
Are you sure you don't know what we're talking about, King Toad?
No idea.
So this is Hackcast 6 before we move any further.
Yeah, you may notice that there's another person in the bottom right, because there always is another person in
who's that?
And you may also notice that their name's in the title of the stream. So
people don't read titles.
Yeah, people don't read anything. People don't even know that it's the 6 Hackcast, even though it's like in the bottom left corner.
Titles are only to find things nowadays.
Yeah.
Like having top 10 in your title will make your video being...
Put a check mark and all that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who are you, and why are you here?
Explain your presence.
Why I'm here, I don't know. What I do, I usually speedrun hacks and play some Kaizo hacks, and I think I do a little bit of everything when it comes to run hacks.
Does it quite exceptional too.
Well, I don't think you've made a hack though, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess that's the one that I'm missing, actually creating something.
Yeah.
I guess when you mean like on the player side, I have done casual guys and speedrun, so that covers all bases.
What would you say is the thing that people most know you for?
Here we go.
Speedrunning. I believe everyone knows me for speedrunning. I think it was called Mushroom Kingdom Stadium. A very well-known hack of like 5 minutes.
What's your favorite hack? I'm sure everybody would love to know.
I have no clue.
Objectively, the best hack in your opinion.
Well, the best hack happens to be my favorite hack. Like, come on, dude. If you see a run hack and think that it's the best one, it's gonna become your favorite by extension. Right? It's just natural at that point.
No, that isn't always the case. Just kidding.
Maybe. I mean, there could be exceptions too.
I could see it where like you like a hack, but you can admit that it's not good. If you get what I'm saying, in some regards.
Oh yeah, I feel like I have that with Well, there is this run hack called the Forgotten Stars, and I know that it's not good. But man, did I enjoy playing that hack! I cannot explain it.
Same.
I guess it's kind of like me in Fantasy 64. I like the hack, but I can agree that there's parts of Fantasy 64 that aren't good.
Fantasy is like a work of art. It's hard to understand.
Yeah, Fantasy's like what's it called? Like modern art of ROM hacks.
It's such a piece.
Yeah.
But everything that Don Camilo does for me just feels like that. It's very unique. You can't really, I don't know, compare to other hacks.
Yeah.
Like you can grab a bunch of hacks like, I don't know, Russia Legacy, Sapphire, New Journey. They try to be simple, short hacks, and they do well. But then you have stuff like, I don't know, Island Fantasy,
Mario
Starline 5.5.
Oh.
They are just, their own things. You can't just compare them. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
What was the first hack you speedrun?
Star Orange 5.5, which is
Oh,
also
it was the
best hack,
first.
which is also my favorite hack, and it's also the next hack you're gonna play on stream, right?
Okay, guys, yeah, nail my schedule now.
so you're gonna play it on the Hackcast channel in
Yeah, on this
4
channel,
months.
not mine, this channel.
Or you're gonna play it on the Hackcast channel, realize that it's on the Hackcast channel, and then switch your seeds. or
Either way,
whatever.
it's going to happen.
To have
Whether
an
I
instead of a
forget or
webcam.
deliberately do it.
Yeah, it's crazy how many times the Hackcast channel plays Trainwreck.
It's a change
true,
of pace,
but
you know. I could use that spice.
it's only 2 times, but it's still ridiculous that it's happened twice.
It's going to happen even more.
Every time you do a Trainwreck, it's gonna start hacking. Oh crap! No.
Now I'm going to be like, no, this is good, this is good.
Speaking of Trainwreck, how was that, Luca?
It was an experience like no other. This is something that was been done 6 times now, and it's finally done.
I should probably clarify what Trainwreck is for the 2 people that don't know.
If you've been living under a rock, and you should probably still live there and not know what this is at all, but I'm going to tell you anyways.
Yeah, if you don't know what Trainwreck is, you should probably
run and not find out this way to save yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway, Trainwreck % is just like a meme name for an Extreme Hack Marathon where me, Trueball21, and Sumbro, we speed run and 100% Treasure World, Masters Challenge, Star Revenge 2 Night of Doom, and 74 Extreme Edition in one sitting.
So why do you do Masters Challenge before Night of Doom, actually?
So the way it's done, the order that it's done, actually does serve a purpose. It's because we want to get something as difficult as a star like II Reds over with, just like how Treasure World is done first. The idea is that Treasure World is like a nice start. You know, it's not too hard in the beginning, so it's like a fresh, like chill start. And then we get the hardest start in the entire marathon over with. So that's a plus.
Sounds perfect.
I figured that's the reason why you did Treasure World first, but now that I realize it, once again, II Reds is. I know that Night of Doom is longer, but I don't think any of the stars in Night of Doom.
No, Masters Challenge is much quicker than Treasure World. It's like around 3 hours.
I'm talking about Masters Challenge compared to Night of Doom.
Oh yeah, because when we're at Nod, we don't have to worry about any ridiculously hard stars at that point. I mean, yes, there's Cordell Reds and all that, but when you compare them to II and TD, that's much worse, and we have to get those over with quickly in comparison.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just going to be too sleep deprived. Like I can't get all 24 reds.
And Extreme Edition is a nice like send off because it's the easiest game of the 4 games, so it's like it's a little nice reward after going through the horror stuff that the 3rd game.
Except you guys, and a really nice reward is that it ends with a Triarch.
Yeah, ends with best game, as people like to call it.
Stream Edition is also like super easy at this cut, so you do get to catch a break.
Yeah, we can get away with our performance not being as good in Extreme Edition, because if we do Treasure World last, and that severely damages the chance of getting TD Reds with that many hours with no sleep. But with Extreme Edition, poor performance we can get away with that a little bit easier, and we did. It took us 2 hours to get to almost 150, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think you guys, I think you guys tried to do Crudello and Veneno as quick as possible, though, because you don't want to.
As soon as you hit 90, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, similar case with the other hacks. We try to get to 125, so Sumbro could go into course 2 and do all that as quickly as possible.
So Sumbro is the one that does TD Reds every single time.
For pretty good reason.
I'm pretty sure it's a good idea to have the guy that can do it in under 11 minutes and can do it consistently.
And not just that, just the amount of times he's scouting it as well.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense now.
Imagine getting such a shitty start that much. You gotta be fucked up. You gotta be fucked up, man.
Who's the one that always does II reds?
Technically Sunbro, but II is like a level that we all do to an extent. Like this marathon, Sunbro just did II reds and I did the other II stars. But typically, it's like all three of us are in II doing something. It's just that I get to II early because like I have to open it pretty early. Like I open it using like MIPS clip to get to B2. And then like the B2 key unlocks II because II is considered B3.
I get it, yeah.
But typically, I'm supposed to get II hundreds and start 3 together, and Sunbro's technically supposed to get it reds. But if he hasn't gotten reds, all three of us usually go for reds. If not, then get the other stars.
Yeah, II feels like one of those things where like you get it. You always have to like wait until near the end to go for II anyway.
No, I mean, if it's open, you can go for it as early as possible. Like, Sunbro always goes for, like, TD Reds right off the bat. When he starts TD, he just doesn't get the other stars. And I feel like, in terms of hard levels, it's a pretty good balance. Like, Treasure World, for example, TB does Course 8 and 15 Reds. Sunbro does TD Reds, and I do B3 Reds and QSLGs. So it's, like, a nice balance between, like, hard things.
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like each game kind of has that. Like Nod, I have Course 5 and Anti-Ouija and things like that. Sunbro has Rainbow Drugs and TB has DM. So it's, again, like each hack we try to like balance out the like hardest parts between each other.
See, the problem is I played like 5 minutes of Nod, so I don't know anything about Nod.
That makes sense.
That sounds like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, kind
of Doom. That makes sense in Night of Doom, but how do you use that logic on Treasure World, which has such an imbalance?
What do you mean?
Huh?
Well, I mean, Treasure World has like one very absolute hardest star, and everything else is like, yeah, you have both S3 and Core 15, but I'm not sure if they compare to TD.
Yeah, but for Sunbro, TD Reds isn't like that hard in comparison.
That is true.
That's why he has TD Reds, because he's the most consistent at it, and he's gotten it the most then compared to us. If it was something like Sunbro got Course 8 and 15, or like me or TB got TD Reds, I guess you can say that's more of an imbalance, quote unquote. But again, TD Reds is almost not. It's still hard for Sunbro, but it's nothing compared to the average person to TD Reds.
Who's the person that's gotten like the fastest time on TD Reds?
Sunbro.
Either Sunbro or maybe even Bad Boy. I'm not sure.
Maybe
Bad Boy used to, but then Sunbro got it back.
Oh.
And before those, there was Chris. But yeah.
See, here's the thing. I don't pay any attention to like the whole Kaiser community. I pay attention to Watsy, but like I don't know any of the specific things because I'm not really a Kaiser player. I played Treasure World a few times, and that's about it.
You're fine that way, honestly. You should just focus on speedrunning 5-on-5.
I don't.
But yeah, as I said, if you put the average person on TD Reds, yeah, that's like stupidly insane. But you put Sunbro on TD Reds, you put me in B3, or you put TB in like Discolored Madness, those levels are like nothing to us at this point because of how many times we've been and played it. So I think that's what that shows that balance right there.
Yeah.
Even though at first you think to yourself, wait, TD Reds, like that's terrible. Like, oh my god, how's that guy gonna get it? It's Sunbro, of course he's gonna get it pretty easily.
So how long does Treasure World usually take for you guys?
The worst was like 7-8 hours, maybe even like 9-10.
That's close to Sev's time.
But of course, that was the first Trainwreck like that we ever did, like back in 2019, I think it was. Whoa. So, and that we didn't even like finish Masters Challenge, and then every subsequent Trainwreck, it was always ending at Nod. But the first time we actually made it to Extreme Edition, turns out it was the actual successful Trainwreck.
See, what's it called? So how quickly did you do Treasure World this time?
Treasure World this time, I want to say it was like 6 hours. And And not everything's going to go according to plan. Some people are going to do better than others. Like someone might have like a fantastic treasure world, the other person not so much, so it can slow down things a little bit. So it's good to know other levels just in case you have to like do some other levels for other people. And course 10 was one of them for treasure world.
Here's the big question, and I know this sounds idiotic. Do you think anyone's ever going to do a train wreck on their own?
On their own?
Yes.
Well, no one's done a Masters Challenge 90 yet.
Yeah.
At most, you could get like a relay where you have like Seb do treasure world, I don't know, get a stand for Night of Doom and then cry for the other games. Well, not for the other games, but for Master Challenge.
The Invic people do crazy things all the time. And
I know. That's why I was saying, like, I feel like I don't know how interested like Seb would be in like the other games. Probably not at all.
I mean, us doing the train wreck just as 3 people sounds insane already. Yeah. So with one person, like, yes, that's insane too. But it's definitely not something I wouldn't expect.
I mean, Seb's also very insane.
Yeah.
Like his time's like only 1.5 times. Like you have 3 times the people, and it's still only like 3 hours faster than his time in Treasure World.
Well, I assume whoever does this will at least try to 100%, like do 100% speedruns of each game to an extent. Yeah. I would assume so. I mean, not that we've done 100% speedruns of these games, but we're just confident in our like Kaizo skills to carry us there. But I feel like you need that speedrunning skills too if you could do it, because you're doing it by yourself. So speedrunning skills account a lot more with Kaizo skills, but something where it's like a group effort, just like, the KBR2 co-op that happened in that one marathon. Not all of them were speedrun experts, but they were Kaizo experts, and that's really all they needed, and that's all we really needed too in this train wreck.
Yeah.
Well, Katse did run 110 star.
Well, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, not all of them did that. Like, they don't speedrun KBR2 necessarily.
Yeah.
We don't speedrun Masters Challenge, but it's like, we're good at the game enough to, like, try to do it together at least. We know the game enough, I should say.
I mean, I think you and TB have done, like, actual, like, quote-unquote speedruns of Masters Challenge.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, just go to his channel now and redeem his 90-star speedrun channel point.
How much
You're in for a real
again?
trick. I forget how much it is, but you should definitely save up. Give the guy some love. Give the guy some love and give him a good speed run to do.
Kingdom, did you learn like Masters Challenge or something?
I did any percent. Like, and then the star count 51 star.
Oh, but it doesn't have a leaderboard. I was looking for it on speedrun.com.
Yeah, no, there's no leaderboard. I'm the only one that did a run so far, I think.
I feel like there should. I think for Kaizo hacks, if anyone doesn't run, I think it should have. It should supposedly have a leaderboard.
Phantom, I think you expressed interest in doing something like Trainwreck. I think you told me at one point during the actual stream.
Something like Trainwreck. Yeah, I was like, if you ever need like a 4th guy, I could be that guy.
Oh, I thought you meant like on your own or like a group yourself.
On my own? Oh, please, no.
I mean, the only thing I've ever considered doing is just multiple speedruns of casual hacks in a row, because I've done multiple speedruns of casual games in a row.
Like, I'm sure more people will do like a train wreck, but they'll do it in that style. They won't exactly do those 4 hacks per se. They'll just like do that style of hacks.
Oh no, but I've definitely. I mean, what's it called? I've done 602, so I could probably do like Starfin 7.5 fantasy something. I don't know, in a row.
Yeah, this is like the extreme hack 602, so to speak.
Yeah.
You could land on an island and Mario of Time and do a Don Camilo marathon.
You'd also need to do Mario Don't Wear Ties.
Wear ties, that's the best part.
I mean, I've actually been tempted to learn those games. But if I'm going to do a Don Camilo marathon, I also have to get Master. I also have to learn Master of Time.
Oh, wow, that's super. That's thinking out of the box.
But yeah, with as hard as a run that Trainwreck is, that's kind of why we did it like 2 more times compared to the first time. Like the first time we did it this year was, I think, January, and then the second time was like 2 weeks ago, and then it was a week ago with the current one and the successful one. Because with a run that's as hard as that, doing it once a year, that's gonna be really hard to get done. Yeah,
there's no progress there.
Yeah. But it's also like, I still can't believe you guys did it 2 weeks. I couldn't imagine doing something like a 602 2 weeks in a row.
I figured people think it's like an April Fool's joke at first. It's like, no, we're serious. This is an actual train wreck.
What's it called? I've done 602s before, and it, like, for the entire like a week and a half afterwards, you kind of like feel groggy or something. So I'm surprised you guys did it 2 weeks in a row. I haven't finished the 602, but I have done one.
Yeah.
When you say like this is an actual train wreck, like on that circumstance, it feels like it has so many layers of irony because you're right, but you aren't, but you are right. Like
the same thing also does apply when I made 24-hour hack. By the way,
Basically, this was the first train wreck that didn't end in a train wreck. It was actually quite successful.
So it was a train repair.
Yeah. So I guess in essence we failed because it wasn't a true train wreck percent because it was successful. So therefore it wasn't a successful train wreck, I guess you can say. Yeah. For going by wordplay.
Yeah, wordplay rules.
Yeah.
But is it a good thing if you failed the train wreck then?
Yeah. So technically we had 5 successful ones and 1 failed. But I'm glad we actually finished one. Like, it'll definitely go down as one of our greatest gaming accomplishments, for sure, especially as a group, as friends.
So, another big question. Are you ever going to do this again?
Well, not with these 4 hacks. No, I don't think I'm ever going to play these 4 hacks again in my life.
Ever?
Yeah, ever. Sayonara. But...
Not even Masters Challenge.
Yeah, Rave 90 star.
It's hard. It's like letting go of a child when it comes to Masters Challenge. It's too hard. Too hard. But especially not soon, but we did express interest in doing like a KBR version at some point.
Yeah. Although you'd probably also want to get Andrew for that.
But don't expect this to happen. Well, I mean, the reason why we do it as just the 3 of us because it's our own personal challenge. It's
I get it. I feel like
3 of us.
Andrew just has to learn. Andrew just has to learn KBR 2, and he would be able to do all 3 on his own.
I mean, you can be like, yeah, we can have 4 people, we can have 5 people, but then that kind of like diminishes the challenge that it once had. Because I feel like 3 people is like a cool challenge. It's not too many people, but it's not too little either. So it's like a nice balance of like, oh, can we actually beat this? Can we actually do this? But when you look at the KBR 2 speedrun, it's still great that they finished it, but it's 6 people. There's a good chance that thing is going to get finished when it's 6 Kaizo players.
Yeah.
Now take 3 Kaizo players. There's some,
it was getting really tense at the end.
No, I'm not saying they couldn't be done, but it's like it's more likely to get done when it's like 6 people. But with 3 people, it's like, oh, that's a nice challenge. Let's see if we can actually beat this. And it's our own personal challenge, so having more people will kind of get rid of that factor.
What's it called?
But yes, if we were to do a KBR version, it would probably be just still the 3 of us. I don't think anybody else would be part of it.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Andrew could, if KBR 2 didn't exist, I feel like Andrew could probably do all 3 like on his own.
Or KBRX for that matter.
I mean, Andrew is like, he was learning 110 star.
Yeah.
He was actually doing a run, but he didn't have time, and then he never had time. And
that's also
I
another
didn't know
problem. That's also another problem is that I'm almost 100% sure that Andrew would never do one because he doesn't have enough time to do one ever.
Finding time for a Kaizo speedrun seems hard already. Like I can speedrun anything that is like over 2 hours. Not just because of my time in real life, but because I just get tired.
It's too draining, yeah, for sure.
Finding time to speedrun a fantasy run is also the same way, just in general.
And fantasy has like no, downtime because you keep going. It's a
Oh
non-stop
yeah. That's one problem that I do have with fantasy runs. It's just that I can't take like a drink or like a little break in between each star. Kind of rough because like whenever you fail, you kind of just have to like immediately continue.
Yeah, I'm considering learning Super Mario Island 138 star, but I know that the first run is gonna be like 5 hours, and I don't. That's a problem.
I've considered learning Super Mario Island as well. I want to do that during a time where I don't have anything else going on because I know for a fact that otherwise it'll be something.
But yeah, I guess we also kept it like as 3 people and just us specifically because me and TB kind of viewed the Trainwreck as kind of a nice send-off and tribute to our old co-ops back in 2018. You know, that's how we kind of got into doing this in the first place. We used...
I remember watching those back in 2018.
Yeah, they were a blast.
The first time I saw you play, actually, you were doing that on SRM with TV, Master Challenge, I think it was.
That's funny.
What's it called? I've known TV for a while because of a thing that we did in like 2018 or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
What's it called? But what's it called?
You better do an SR6 co-op at some point again.
I do actually remember
SR6 co-op.
I mean, we did finish it.
SR6
do it again.
An anniversary co-op, yeah.
What's it called? I remember actually watching that SRM only for that run because I knew it was
gonna be a train wreck.
I wanted to watch him run something in that marathon. I don't know.
It was gonna be a train wreck too.
Wait, was that actually a train wreck? The Master Challenge and...
Well, I mean, we did Masters Challenge 51 start together, which was like 8 hours. So, I mean, you tell me if it was a train wreck or not.
How fast is your
solo record? Is like 4 hours.
Is it? Oh, your solo record's 4 hours.
Yeah.
But we did this run when we weren't even like that good at the game. To be fair.
In their defense, I was also doing it on the new version, which has free Bowser 1 fight.
Oh.
And also a free star in one of the courses.
That doesn't count. That's what you're saying.
But yeah, our co-ops is like what got us into this situation and mess. But it was a good mess. Like, we did SR6 and then 74, and then we were like, hey, actually it'd be a cool idea if we did extreme hacks together like this, so we can like help each other get stars and actually get far in the game together. Be a cool thing. And we did that with Extreme Edition, and then we did with Masters Challenge, which was pretty new at the time. And we just loved the idea of like, oh, vanilla being edited to be hard. It's a fascinating concept in our eyes. Hence SRMC's design philosophy.
Yeah, see.
Speaking of, by the way,
it sucks that I can't give news and all that. So we're just gonna move on. Oh, what's your next question, Rick?
You can't put me on the spot like that.
But anyways, yeah, the Trainwreck was like a nice little tribute and like celebration of our old co-ops, along with Sumbro. So I feel like actually finishing it was a good send off.
How did you rope Sumbro into it?
We actually met him pretty early on, like during our co-ops. There was some SM64 online marathon, tournament. And like it was just basically like, oh, two people versus 2 people in vanilla using the Mario 64 online tool. And we were matched up against Sumbro. It was me and TB and against him and Zine, I think. But Zine never showed up. So we won by DQ.
Yeah.
And that's how we met. And I think his name was like Flame something. Like Sumbro's name was like Flame something. Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised I never actually signed up for that tournament because I signed up for all those SM64 online stuff. That's how I met TV.
Yeah, that's how we met Sumbro. And, he was a good part of that history too. So that's why it was like the 3 of us that did it. Plus, I think if it was just me and TB that did those 4 hacks, I think it would be much more worse. So I'm glad we did 3 people.
If it was you and TB, you wouldn't finish Treasure World.
Oh, thanks. Well, TB would have got TD Reds. Be quiet. TB would have easily got that. But anyways, like I said, finally finishing Trainwreck was a nice send-off to those co-ops we did. And contrary to popular belief, it's not over. I mean, it may seem like I retired from the game. I'm just not playing it because I'm just not interested. But I even joked about saying, oh yeah, I'm not going to play this game anymore. And by that I mean, expect me to do Glory Hole stream tomorrow.
What's it called? Yeah. I mean, this is kind of the chat of 2 people that barely play hacks every day talking to each other, while 2 people who play hacks all the time sit quietly in the background.
Yeah.
Make it 1 people because I'm also kind of slacking.
I become more active when I feel like playing, which is not now. What have you been doing recently, King Toad? Besides Mario Party?
Eating garlic.
Oh yeah, you are Wario.
I need to become Wario in real life.
Yes. If I ever meet King Toad, I'll just call him Wario in real life.
But yeah.
Didn't you get like a bunch of stupid stars recently?
A bunch of weird stars, yeah. My voice is dead. I don't know why. But yeah, I got a few stars that are not very common, I would say.
I don't. You mean not many people have gotten them?
Basically, in this wonderful ROM hack called Swabababadoo-doo-doo-doo. Okay.
That's a great hack. I remember playing that vividly. That was like my. That was my.
Takeover.
That was
this wonderful star in one of the levels that was meant to patch the Koopa's path, but is like active on all acts, and also has a different star ID than the Koopa race. So that makes an extra star that has never been collected before, at least not without save states. And so I just went ahead and did it without save states, and that's.
And how do you get it?
I did 10 firsties.
Oh, okay.
But like, there weren't just 10 firsties; they were angled firsties.
Oh, okay.
I've got to say, it actually feels pretty good getting all the firsties.
That sounds very reasonable. 10 firsties in a row for a star in a hack that. Right, Luca?
Yeah, one of the things I was actually going to talk about was there's a mod for Sonic Generations that adds a Super Mario 64 Mario that's completely recreates the physics and everything about it. So it's almost like the exact Mario from Mario 64.
I thought I remember that from some random Minecraft thing, but the guy never released it.
This will happen with Minecraft, yeah.
And the game's almost impossible, but they add like a wing cap and all that to try to balance it out. And there's BLJing and everything in it. And one of them...
There's gonna be people who make things like that with decomp. It's a lot easier stuffing like decomp.
And speaking of those firsties, I think like Chemical Plant Act 2, you have to do like 4 or 5 firsties just to get to a section that's impossible.
Yeah, good extreme hack, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic Generations.
Sonic Generation. That sounds like the type of. That sounds like a hack that AgLab made.
Extreme.
Mario Generations.
I mean, he did make Mario Adventure and Mario Heroes, so I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. Let's see. I was trying to lead you towards a star that required you to clone a bunch of coins.
Oh yeah, in Stupid Balls 1, many people might not know what Stupid Balls is. So let me just try to explain quickly.
There's balls and they're stupid.
It's a ROM hack made by Cartoon Buffoon with one color that is brown, the wonderful color of brown, and there are multiple levels that are brown, and
Is
you
there any
must collect stars in the levels,
is there any
which are
levels
not brown, but they are the stars of life in
are
the
there any
brown world.
levels that are not brown? Is there anything
Yeah.
in the game that isn't brown?
The Wink Up level is actually purple.
Oh my. I need to
I
play this
really
hack.
like it.
There is a little bit of variety, at least. You gotta give him credit.
So explain why you need to clone coins.
Right. So Stupid Balls has a total of 80 stars. At
Yeah.
least that's what you think. Because first of all, AP616, great ROM hack player, by the way. I suggest you watch him, even though he isn't streaming ROM hacks at the moment because he's kind of busy, but still. Discovered that you could enter a pipe in Bowser 3 that leads to Champions Challenge from Super Mario 74, which is
Wait,
the
why is that?
ROM that was
Wait.
used to make Stupid Balls.
That's
That's the base.
ridiculous.
Like how they
That's
didn't
like
use a vanilla ROM just to replace it.
They used 74.
I love how they just use. That's like
Like, I
great.
don't mind.
And why is there a pipe in Bowser 3 that leads to Champions Challenge anyway?
That pipe originally led you to the 151st star of the game, which is located in Champions Challenge.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there is no real way to get to Champions Challenge, like
Aw.
the normal level.
Oh, okay.
But um, there is still the 151st star which you can collect, and that makes 81. And then we go on to course 13, where in the original 74, that level had 255 coins, which is quite a lot of coins if you ask me.
Yeah. But I didn't ask
And
you.
so it was discovered that you could collect 100 coins in the level.
Oh, because all
Stupid
the
balls
coin.
levels Stupid balls levels don't usually have coin stars. They just
Yeah.
have the 5 normal stars
6 normal
without
stars, you
reds
mean?
or hundreds.
Oh, wait, no,
But
right.
hundreds
Well,
aren't disabled. They are still present in the game.
yeah.
And thus collecting 100 coins in the level is very easy thanks to the 12 coin rings that are flying around and the few red coins, as well as the coin line at the top of the level.
Wait, so basically what they're saying is like all the coin locations are the exact same as the original course 12?
Yeah,
Okay. So that's 82.
that's 82.
So there's 80. Is
By the way, I forgot to mention that I found that, so all the credit goes to me. Yeah, I know, I'm such a genius. All right, like
yeah,
me.
Did
All
you
right.
find out
Anyway,
about clone cloning for course 12 and E4 as well? With a Pingus?
being a Spain.
what about the
So
next?
then, instead of going to 83, we will go straight to 87 because thanks to a BLJ on an exclamation mark box, it
Sounds
is
amazing.
possible to collect 5 stars from the original Super Mario 74's Metal Cap level, which, yeah, makes
Wait,
87.
how do you collect them with the BLJ? I'm confused.
You BLJ on an exclamation mark box that is placed on the ground,
Okay, and then where
and
does that?
and
Oh, is there a
since
warp that brings you to Battle Cap?
yeah, you can BLJ to a pipe in the distance that leads you to the level.
Wow, sounds fun.
Yeah. And
Looks like
then
you're making the
there's
books.
exactly. And then there's the 88th star that sadly wasn't found by me.
Was it by Jarp?
Yeah.
I
by
knew
Jerp.
it.
Because when Jerp didn't have internet for like 6 months, he decided to beat Stupid Balls 1 and then got all the fucking stars for some reason.
I think that's like one of the few situations where somebody can actually play that game.
Yep.
Where somebody actually willingly plays that game, not behind gunpoint.
I mean, maybe he was held at gunpoint, you don't know.
Yeah, he could have been.
That's a good theory.
Yeah. King Toad, were
But
you
yeah.
held at gunpoint?
No.
He's the one that points the gun, actually.
Exactly.
Anyway. So anyway, what
yes.
is this 88th star?
The 88th star requires you to clone coins in course 1, which has about, say,
15.
25 something coins.
Oh.
But there is a bomb that you can clone by grabbing it, going to a ledge, and then letting the bomb explode, or like at least,
Yeah, that's
putting
how you
enough so that it slips out of your hands. And if it's like, when you
I
hold
know
up a
how
bomb, at some point it will slip out of your hands and it will explode because it's been, set off for too long.
If you want this full explanation for how this works, Panenkoic has made like 1 million videos about cloning.
Yeah,
I don't think if you don't know how coin cloning works, watch Panenkoic's video.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun fact, I watched those videos like 2 times and I still don't know how it works.
You can want to know how blinking works. You can also watch that. Anything that you can possibly think of about SM64, he's got a video for. Sleeping, blinking, box heights, star heights, anything.
The Star High compilation was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think I have a kind of understanding about cloning, but like I don't know how to like manipulate cloning, but I know I know why cloning works. Like
basically, when the bomb starts to explode, it will run off the ledge, and once it runs off the ledge, you grab it immediately, which makes it so that Mario keeps
Mario holds
the bomb at a certain frame.
Yeah, and it makes. I'll explain
the
it
bomb
from here.
will have exploded.
Yeah,
but
Which
you
means
will hold a clone.
Yeah, can I explain exactly how it works?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, when the bomb explodes, it disappears. But if Mario grabs the bomb on the same frame that it disappears, what's it called? Like that. Basically, what ends up happening is what's it called? Mario holds an object that no longer exists. And that causes crazy things because the game thinks, oh, this object doesn't exist. I can put other objects in this slot. And therefore, if you load a coin, you can, if you load a coin as part of a coin ring, you can actually like clone it by basically it puts itself in Mario's hand because he's holding the object that spawned in the slot, whatever that object was, if that makes any sense. And so the reason why coin cloning works is that with lines and rings of coins, what's it called? What's special about lines and rings of coins is that if you unload them and reload them, the way that they work is they actually have a coin spawner, which always spawns the coins unless there's a flag that says that they've been collected. But the thing is, cloned coins are weird in that they don't exactly disappear. So because of that, what's it called? It never tells the coin spawner to say, hey, this coin's already been collected. And so you can just clone coins in that regard. I think that's a good explanation.
Secret mechanic.
Yeah. This is what they've been talking about on the playground. It's like, did you know if you could bring a bomb off to the ledge and then press B right when it explodes?
Man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And you get
Show me. Bring your DS and show me.
Yeah. Yes.
Because back in my day, word all around the playground was like, why Luigi's not in 64 DS? Yes, he is. I have him in my DS. I'll bring it tomorrow. Fine. And he just never
like, oh
brings.
no, I lost the game.
Oh man, I lost it. It's this crazy story. I'll tell you all about it at lunch period.
Yeah. So yeah, is that the most ridiculous star? What is the most ridiculous star you've gotten besides the SR 4-star and that star?
Ridiculous. In what sense?
You decide the sense.
I guess the lengths needed to get it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I would say okay. Definitely, my answer is T-Reds then, because
Besides Kaiser Hack, like actual like weird stars that you aren't supposed to get.
It's like a crazy way of obtaining it, you can say.
Yeah.
I mean, the SR 4-star is already pretty fucking like.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good contender. And then the Stupid Ball star is also a good one, but there's also 7 more in Stupid Balls, so.
Isn't there like a
it's
Fly
not
Guy
really
star that everybody has to get too?
Okay, the Fly Guy star is just a normal star.
What's the
that
Fly
was
Guy star?
To be obtained.
Ooh. He has a story for you and baseball too, based on what I've heard.
What's the Fly Guy star?
I thought he was going to explain it. It's some.
The Fly Guy star basically is considered to be the hardest star in the game, and it's
in
not
what game?
It's not just because we decided that via like a dice roll.
What hack is this?
Stupid Balls 1 still.
Oh, we're still talking about Stupid Balls 1?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, that star is considered to be the hardest star in the video game.
In the game of the year.
Yes.
Game of the year 2022. It's 7 years late, but Stupid Balls won.
Sure, Cartoon was waiting for this moment.
Basically, the whole point of that star is luring a Fly Guy so that you can bounce off of it and then glide to the star that is in the distance. Now, what Frame intended you to do, because yes, that is Frame's level. We are talking about Frame's
Wait,
level.
Frame actually worked on Stupid Balls?
Frame made a level, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's news for me too.
I'll be honest. Before I watched you play Stupid Balls the other day and trying to get to the cloning star, I thought that Stupid Balls 1 was made by Morningstar, like Stupid Balls 2.
Morning was just like kind of a fan, I'd say, of the series and decided to make his own sequels.
Yeah, because no one else would.
Yeah.
But what about Frame's level again?
But yeah, basically he intended you to get a different Fly Guy than the one people actually do get. And that's how you'd be supposed to like get the star. But it was discovered that you could use a different Fly Guy. Because like the Fly Guy that was intended to be used required a lot of firsties with janky camera. And by a lot of firsties, I mean a lot of firsties.
Oh, that sounds fun. Has anyone gotten it the intended way? I'm sure there has. No. Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone just went with the cheese way, which was fun by Gian, by the way.
I mean, I don't think anyone would have gotten the star with tons of. How many janky firsties would you say?
I don't know how many exactly, but I know it's a lot.
Like 10?
10.
That's a lot.
I'd say more, yeah. Well, sorry if I sounded like I was holding back. I was frame walking.
Wait, what are you playing? What are you? King Toad is actually playing. Is actually like ignoring us and just playing.
Just be glad it's not actual Mario Party in the middle of it.
I'm playing Apocalypse 21.
Why not play Apocalypse 2021 during Hackcast? That was
Because
fun.
I played the original and I really wasn't a fan of it. By the way, I want to say I did get the money back star that I tried to do on stream once.
Oh, you actually did? How many times did you have to clone that stupid money bag? Without a shell.
I think you have to clone it a minimum of 7 times because the level has 65 coins in total.
Wow.
Don't you have to do that on like Cliff of Pingus as well? You have to like clone something to get 100 coins.
You have to clone
Cliff
with a
of Pingus?
box.
Yeah.
What?
There is a course called Cliff of Pingus.
Something like that,
Yes.
yeah. In
Yeah, in
E4.
E4.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
That's what the original should have been called.
I wonder what course it's made out of, by the way.
Cliff of Pain.
Anyway. Yeah. I thought that for that one, you only had to clone it like once or something.
You have to clone it a few times, actually. It's more than once.
I'm pretty sure it's like required because like there's no other way of getting it.
Either way, is
what happened is Crouton fucking forgot to put enough coins in the level, and then decided that intended would just be cloning coins.
Oh, you know cloning
Seems
works.
fitting.
Yes, we'll make that intended now.
yeah.
Seems fitting for the kind of hack.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, cloning money bags is probably the worst thing anyone could do if they don't have a shell.
You also have to do that in E4, although you have to do it much less. You only have to clone 1 money bag at the most.
King Toad, you're the type of person to notice. For E6, you have to clone money bags.
I actually don't know about E6. I
Not yet.
haven't played that much.
I mean, to be fair, I think it would be bad if you did, but...
I mean, fucking Pluto has 171.
How many stars are in the hack?
175.
Oh.
Or aren't we lucky?
I don't know if that would be the correct word to use.
Like, yeah, I guess we haven't had much to talk about this time, I guess. There hasn't been much this past week or the one before it. I guess, like, all the news came, like, the previous one where, like, Service and Sim Packs all came out right at the same time. Oh, it's, like, ridiculous. Yeah, there's not much. I think I think
it could be more on, like, the guest that shows up. Like, it'd be more about, like, oh, Phantom, like, had you know, like, get into speedrunning hacks and, like, what was your first experience? Things like that.
Yeah.
If you want to share, since you're our guest.
Sure, ask away.
I've heard enough of 5.5.
Oh,
What do you want to
I'm
know
sorry,
about
go on, go
5.5?
on.
I know a lot. I can share a lot about that.
Okay, how many stars is it possible to get in 5.5 without pressing the A button?
Without pressing what?
A.
A button.
Oh, but without A, you can't jump, dude. You're missing out on a lot of fun things if you don't jump.
Could you tell that to Swanky Box?
Or Panicoic.
Yeah. Tell that to him. You know you're missing a lot of fun things without doing it, you know?
Somebody should ask like an ABC for 5.5 or hacks in general, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there are.
I'm not sure if that has been done.
I think I remember a long time ago somebody was working on it for Star Road, but then they forgot, and I think it just kind of went to trash.
They forgot. It's not like they gave up. They literally just forgot.
Yeah, or something. I think with hacks it's harder to do an ABC kind of thing because there's so much more like stuff in terms of like
hacks are more platformer heavy.
Yeah. It's kind of strange when you go back to Vanilla SM64 and you see how many of those levels are just like flat or slopes, which are perfect for ABC, compared to like hacks that have like a bunch of like precise jumps and like the biggest like precise jump in like the first until like TTC and regular SM64 is the one in like Cool Mountain where you have to do a triple jump, which is like about as difficult of a jump that it gets in the game.
Dude,
Basically,
Cool Mountain wants you to wall kick.
What?
Like, you're expected to wall kick on Cool Mountain. What the hell, dude?
Yeah,
Crazy.
like that's like one of the 3 times the game requires you to wall kick. Or something.
And I guess RR100s, technically, they expect you to do the wall kick up for the blue coins.
Yeah, although you could also use the what's the name of the elevator to drop down to no, for the blue coins. Yeah.
Well, they get up.
Yeah. Vanilla is kind of strange in that way, but it makes for a more interesting A button challenge because for hacks, like there's stuff like wall kick sections which are painful for an A button challenge. I'm sure somebody could probably figure out how to do them really good, but even then, like, imagine doing treasure roll the lowest A presses.
It will be more interesting in the sense that you will have to actually count and try to reduce the number of the A presses more than thinking about not having any at all. Yeah. But that would still be like a lot of A presses.
And I guess CCC-less is also pretty difficult in them too.
Yeah. What's CC-less?
It's like coinless, capless, cannonless.
Oh, you're talking. I thought you were talking about the specific hack or something.
Oh, well, I guess in general.
Yeah. And I guess like the closest thing that I've ever ventured into with A button challenges is hackless.
Hackless. What do you do? Just don't play it. Oh, okay.
No. Badgeless starter event 7.5. But like even with Badgeless Esther 7.5, like in order to actually beat the game or do anything interesting, you have to like kind of ignore the fact that there's a super block at the beginning of Overworld 2 because there's gonna be no way that anyone ever skips that super block.
I have a question for you guys. It's something that has been bothering me, but how come the star benches, like at least the 0.5 entries are also goddamn good, like with the exception of 0.5, I guess. That's my personal opinion, though. But I don't know. There's something about the 0.5 that are just.
Well, I mean, some of them are just better remakes of bad hacks, like 3.5, and 3.3 is good. 3 is a good hack, but 4.5 compared to 4.
Yeah, the 0.5s are like an opportunity for Brodu to like actually refine what was already there in the previous installment.
And for the later 0.5s,
3, like why refine what's already perfect, you know?
Yeah, that was the only 0.5 that was a mistake.
Yeah.
And then 0.9 came and be like, actually, no, it wasn't a mistake at all.
The 3.9
is an even bigger mistake.
I mean, 3.5 is barely a remake of 3 if you think about it. It's
its own thing. It's like 6.9 and all that.
But 4.5 is definitely a remake of 4 and a good one compared to 4.
And 4.9 is like a Kaizo version.
Oh, 4.9 isn't
out yet because
not yet, but
dead.
Yeah, 4.9 will never come out until it will come out. We're all like, oh, it came out.
It just won't even get like announcement. They'll just be like out, and somebody will notice.
That's gonna be its unique feature actually coming out.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the patch list. So I guess I'll play it.
Yeah, it just comes. It releases just like silently, no like announcements or anything. It's just like somebody like wrote it, just uploaded it to rawback.com and.
That's how I'm gonna release SRMC as well.
Yeah.
Guys, it's just outright. Just go play it, Warhead. Or just like upload like a full playthrough video of it. Oh guys, it's out by the way.
I just realized, why is there 3.9 Brody hacks? There's 6.9, 3.9, and then there's going to be 4.9.
Well, I don't know about 6.9. Like 3.9 has a good excuse to exist because he just wanted to exploit that mechanic.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know what 4.9 is gonna be about.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why Brody would choose 6.9 compared to like 6.7.5 or 6.7.5. Why did I keep
6.9 was made before 6.25.
No, but like, no, wasn't. I can't see why Brodick would decide to choose 6.9 instead of 6.75. It seems like such a strange decision.
Yeah,
That was just
definitely
because of,
no memes going on. True.
Yeah.
I think that was just because he was kind of using the same like tactic as the Toho subtitles at the time.
Oh yeah. Probably. That's probably definitely the reason.
And
I guess that
technically,
might
there's
also.
no
Said, I
other
don't know if there's any
25s.
0.9s in the Toho franchise. I don't really know Toho, so
There are not. There are 0.3, 0.1, but
oh,
not
actually,
0.9.
actually, read on 1 is considered 1.3 now, so that's 1.
1.3. Oh, that's true.
I guess there's technically only one 0.25 for Star Event 6.25. That's like the only
Yeah.
one. And technically 8 doesn't have an 8.5, so I guess
No,
that was already refined enough.
I wish he'd had though. Like, what a missed opportunity.
At least we have Star Revenge 11.
Oh, true.
Or
What a
Revenge
masterpiece. It's so good because it has a little bit of 5.5 in it, you know?
That's the only reason why.
Guys, I'm on mobile because my computer just was.
Wow,
Oh.
how unprofessional.
Don't know what the hell happened.
Wait, what happened to the computer?
I don't even know. I could hear you guys, but I could not say anything, and
It just
nothing.
busted?
Well, I think that's a great moment to end this, guys.
Well, guys, it's been a great episode.
I wanted to say one thing first, is that I know that there is a Toho 7.5 because I didn't watch it, but I saw a Siva Cutter video of a freaking rip of that. And like, when I was watching Siva Cutter, I saw it and I recognized, oh, there's a 7.5.
I guess one of my last questions for you, Phantom, is like, how did you actually get into speedrunning and hacks as a whole? Like, what started?
Well, I mean, one of my friends saw that I like playing hacks a lot, and he started, saying me that I should speedrun at least 16 star or something in the original game. And I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And then, well, some time went by. I was playing even more hacks, right? After I speedrun 16 star, and I saw that my first, like, the first time that I saw an SRM, right? And that kind of motivated me to pick up a hack. And at the time, I had just played SRM 5.5, and I was like, this game is amazing, dude.
Found the
And I
love of
also
my
was
life.
like, this game is also really good for speedruns.
In order to,
I imagine.
I'm definitely not doing this to do any filler, because you have to wait for me to get back on my computer for rating purposes or something. Because I'm usually the guy in the dashboard, I think. I don't even know.
Are you?
But yeah, it's like I found the game to be perfect for speedrun simply because it was the first time that I saw a game not saving after every star, but it still returned to, out of the stage. It kicks you out still.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I found like the perfect balance there. Like you had time to relax when Mario's star dancing, but you didn't have to wait for the save prompt or anything wacky like that. I like the idea.
Yeah.
So,
I'm back on my computer now.
welcome back.
Okay, now we can end the stream.
Okay. I guess last question is, what's your current goals and like future goals for the series for hacks?
I would like to do more Kaisos. In fact, I'm considering doing Dream Edition.
Oh, really?
Please do not.
Just first run? Just first run, or do you think you want to tackle second run as well?
No, second run is.
Oh, I thought you said Extreme Edition for a second.
Wait, you want?
Then you said first run. I was like, oh crap, no.
Wait, you say you want to do just second run?
I mean, I'm gonna do first run because I'm too much of a completionist to not do it.
So
And also, I need to warm up.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, we have Okay, we have 2 options for who to raid.
Well, good luck with that. Good luck when you do that, by the way.
Thank you. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do it though.
I mean,
but yeah.
Sev has been doing a bunch of DE runs, and it's been something.
Yeah, I feel like DE became a little more popular. Speaking of DE, I guess I should mention I speed on Escape from the Jail DE. It's a different kind of DE, but still a DE.
Oh yeah.
No more D.
Okay.
That's an amazing hack to speed on, honestly.
Okay.
Anything that A-Lab makes, it's an amazing hack to speed on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have 2 options for rating purposes. We have sir, or
one more sir.
I said sir. That's 8.
No, you need to say a lot more than that. You know it.
Just like endless until the end of the stream.
Yeah. Just keep saying it until we end the stream.
Okay, who do you guys feel like rating?
How about Cool Cat Gang?
No, I'm not rating a vanilla Tony.
I say we go for Sir.
Yeah. It is Gate of the Evil, though. What are the Sunshine Runners? What are they doing? You could host Sunshine Community. They're doing a 1v1 lockout bingo.
Yeah.
Sick.
No, I hate.
Were you just about to say you hate Sunshine?
No, I like Sunshine. I hate, what's it called? I hate the raid interface on the dashboard because if you close out of the thing, it unraids for some reason. Stupid.
Well, thanks for being here, Phantom. It was good to know some of that stuff.
I appreciate the invitation, guys.
Okay. What the heck is Gate of the Evil in again? I don't even know.
Integration of fragments.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Better or worse? What's your low XD message to send as you read?
I just sent the Hackcast, and we already rated.
For me, because the stream doesn't change, but the chat bots does. So
well done.
Cancel chat.